Here on Studio 9, we love to eat delicious food and make over-the-top facial expressions. Well, today is an interesting story. I'm going to introduce you to a man who was born in Juarez, grew up in Socorro, became a chef, and then combined his Mexican heritage and cuisine with Asian food and culture. Joining me now is executive chef Enrique Lozano and the creator of a restaurant in Socorro called El Charlatan. Nice to see you, Enrique.
I'm happy to be here.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about your past. You were born in Juarez, and then you moved to Socorro when you were in 5th grade?
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, back in Juarez, my dad used to be a chef, so I was always around food, so it just came super natural to me.
I love it. Now, El Charlatan, of course, the meaning of that is somebody trying to pretend to be something else, but what you really mean is that you're just blending similarities in culture. So what's similar about Mexican cuisine and border cuisine and Asian cuisine?
Oh, you'd be surprised. From the way we eat to like a bunch of like different sauces, salsas that we make are super similar. Asian cuisine loves spicy, Mexican cuisine loves spicy, so there's a lot of similarities that you could find just simply by eating. So.
Okay, well, let's start with this delicious looking dish right here. This is obviously a ramen dish. So how is that similar to Mexican cuisine at all?
Well, the way we make the ramen is it's a rich broth made with pork bones, and in this case, pork feet. That in Mexican cuisine, it's rampant. You find pork feet in almost every dish. We found similarities, like, by making caldo, it's almost the same thing. You make your caldo, you make your broth for the noodles. So yeah, it makes sense to me.
Okay, let me try this pork ramen. Oh, that pork is absolutely delicious. I'm not sure what you do to that, but and the noodles, perfect dish. Okay, so now we have, what's ribs? What is this?
Yeah, so these are the flanken style ribs. We call them carrilleras on the menu.
Carrilleras?
Yeah, so it's just beef ribs cut really thin to kind of resemble like a steak. And it's something that I grew up eating, honestly. Every weekend my dad would make carrilleras on the grill. And then I later found out that Korean dishes have the same thing, and they're called kalbi ribs. And they're marinated like very similar, so it made sense to me to like marry the both of them. So this is what we do here.
So the ramen is from a Japanese influence, but then Korea also similar to a Mexican culture.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so tell us about how you prepare this beef right here, and tell us about these tortillas.
Yeah, so we marinate the beef with a little beer, a little soy sauce, a little lime juice, and then we serve them, we grill them, and then we serve them with the tortillas from Molino Asquil in Juarez. And they're 100% criollo corn tortillas from Oaxaca. And you can just taste it in the tortilla. It's a difference. It's a big difference from what we get here to what we can get right in Juarez.
To give it a little kick, of course, the Koreans love the kimchi, which is super spicy. Tell us about this and mixing it.
I thought to make it a little bit more Korean forward, we wanted to make our own house ferments. So all these ferments are made in house.
Enrique, that is such flavor. And you can kind of turn it all into one big giant Korean-Mexican taco.
That's right.
It's absolutely delicious. Well, if you would love to, go visit El Charlatan. Wonderful job, Enrique. Thank you so much.